Hey girl gang, it's Dr. Joy here and you are watching Delivering Joy MD TV. Today is a special day. It's a Thrive Thursday where I tell you things that I do or have done to become what I deem successful. And it's really all about learning what works for you. And so I'm just telling you about what's worked for me, and maybe it might work for you too. Today is a really special episode though, y'all. I'm going to be talking to you about mentorship. And specifically, I want to talk to you about someone who has been such a wonderful mentor to me. And if I had to put a finger on the one specific person who has just mentored me through the process of becoming a good OBGYN physician, it would be this person. So make sure you keep watching to find out more about mentorship and who my all-time ultimate mentor has been. All right, y'all. So I want to talk to you about mentorship and the importance of mentorship. Whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish in your life, whatever it is that you want to do with your life, finding a good mentor is absolutely paramount to that, because we need to be able to have an example, to be able to see what we want to be, so to speak. And this particular individual, if I had to put my finger on the one person who I model after, who has been such a role model to me, who has shown me how to really walk out this lifestyle as an OBGYN, it would be Dr. Ngozi Anachebe. First of all, the queen is fly, it's all get out. But second of all, she really knows her craft, and she's just so incredibly intelligent, but at the same time, so incredibly warm and loving. And she knows how to get you all the way together in such just a wonderful way to where you don't even know that she just got you all the way together. I met Dr. Anachebe as a medical student in 2004, actually a medical school applicant. And she was a faculty member at the Morehouse School of Medicine. Ding! And I was just a medical school hopeful. I was doing a summer program at the Morehouse School of Medicine. I always knew that I wanted to be a doctor, but I had a lack of confidence. I didn't think that I could achieve the scores that I needed to on the medical college admissions test. I kind of sucked, y'all, for real. Let's just be honest here. My scores were not good at all. And Dr. Anachebe was one of the OBGYN faculty, and she came to talk to our group. And I just, automatically gravitated towards her because she was just so fly. And she was talking to us about having confidence and about what medical school entailed. And I just thought she was amazing. She was just this statuesque, elegant woman, and she was so well-spoken and articulate, and just seemed to know what she was talking about. She had so much confidence, and she just came across so well, the way that she spoke and the way that she walked, and she just was absolutely certain about what she was saying, and you just automatically believed her. She made you want to sit up a little straighter and just be better. And so as time went on, I learned so much in that summer program, and I really gained a lot of confidence. I really began to believe that I could do medical school. And so I retook the MCAT. I got a high enough score to get in to the Morehouse School of Medicine. And the rest is history, as they say. I did well in medical school. I loved being in medical school. And so when I got into my clinical rotations, Dr. Anachebe, became more and more involved in my education. And in my 4th year of medical school, when everybody is looking for a job, this is kind of like your senior year, I decided that the jobs I was looking for in general surgery was not really what I wanted to do. So let's just backtrack a little bit. So my medical school Dean of Education, Dr. Elks, had told me in my first year that I was going to do OBGYN. And I messed around and said she was crazy. I was like, there is no way, that's gross, I would never do that. But once I got to my fourth year and really got into a lot of these rotations, and I was doing these internships and going all over the place, I realized that I only liked general surgery at Morehouse School of Medicine at Grady Hospital in Atlanta. And I thought, wow, this is not going to be my life. This is not my life. I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. So I talked with my medical school dean, and she sent me to Dr. Anachebe. She said, I think you need to consider OBGYN. I think you should talk to Dr. Anachebe. And so I spoke with her, and she was just amazing. She said, I think you would do well. I want you to apply. And not only did she tell me to apply, not only did she encourage me, but she put it on the line for me. She wrote me a letter of recommendation. She spoke to the people in the department, and she was a faculty member in that department who was well respected. She was a resident who went through the training in that department. So she had a voice, and she used her voice to help me. So not only was she a mentor, but she was a promoter. A promoter is someone who puts your name out there. A promoter is someone who backs you up. A promoter is someone who says, look at her or look at him. They have potential. They are someone that you should consider. They're someone that you should give an opportunity to. So mentorship is one thing. That's someone who's a role model, who encourages you, who teaches you. But a promoter is someone who has a voice and who has power and who is a decision maker, who can put you out there and who can propel you forward. So not only do you need a mentor, but you also need promoters. So Dr. Anachebe was so great for me in my career because not only was she a mentor who I could follow and see, but she was a promoter. And so she really put a lot of effort into getting me a position as an OBGYN resident. And residency is kind of where you learn to hone your skills in a particular medical specialty. So I don't know if maybe the program was a little skeptical about me. It wasn't my grades or my community service activities or any of that. All of that was good, but it was that I had wanted to do another specialty, and now suddenly I'm changing over to OBGYN. And so they kind of said, well, Dr. Anachebe, you're speaking up for her so much, we're going to make you her advisor. So all throughout residency, Dr. Anachebe was my advisor. So every time I was messing up, getting in trouble, they would call her, like, you better get your girl. And she would have to call me and say, okay, Joy, let's sit down, let's talk. What are you doing now? What did you say now? Because as y'all know, I like to run my mouth because you hear from me all the time, right? Twice a week, because I like to talk. So I always had an opinion about something. As you can see I have over 100 videos on this channel, so I'm always talking about something. So she was always having to clean up my messes, tell folks, oh no, she's a good person, she's a good student, she's a great resident, she's gonna be a good OBGYN. So she always, came to my defense, but she would very quickly and privately get me together, and let me know, hey, that's not the way this needs to go. You need to get yourself together. And I appreciate that so much now because she taught me diplomacy, to stand up for what I believe in, but to be diplomatic and to work on issues in a way that makes other people want to work on those issues with me, and not to just barge around like a bull in a china shop to get things done. She's just so gracious about everything. And so, you need someone who can help you think through things and help you make good decisions and teach you how to choose your battles. That's another key aspect of mentorship. And so even as Dr. Anachebe climbed the ranks as a junior faculty, as an associate professor, as a dean even, she continued to mentor me and to talk to me. And as I got out of residency and began my career, she was there to help me make decisions, to talk to me when days got hard, when things happened that were just devastating for me. She was there. When it was time for me to find another job, she was there, again, advocating for me, writing references for me, talking me through the rough spots. And that's really the importance of mentorship. And as I have been able to grow as an OBGYN, as I've gotten involved in different aspects of this career, as I have designed my practice, as I have developed new programs, she's always been there cheering me on. I'll get a text message from her, "I'm proud of you." I'll get a call from her, an email from her, "I see you. I'm watching your career. I'm watching you develop. I am so proud. I'm impressed." And those things mean so much, so much. I recently told her about, I'm just going through a lot of personal things, and she sent me a text message early in the morning and said, "I hope you have a spectacular day. I know you're going through things, but I hope your day is fantastic." And those sorts of things mean so much. She's been such an encourager to me. And recently I learned that she's taking on a new position in a new state at a new medical school. And I was just so sad about it because I always knew that I could go home to Morehouse and she would be there in the office with wide open arms, and she always envelops you in a big warm hug when you come home to Morehouse. And so knowing that she'll no longer be there in that office was just a little sad for me. But I know that wherever she goes, she's going to be that same mentor, that same presence for other students and residents. And I think that other people do deserve to have that experience. I'm a little jealous that they'll have it, but the great thing about it is now I'm an attending physician and I'm able to travel and get to where she is, so I can still get that big warm hug. But I just cannot express enough what that mentorship, what that promotion, what that encouragement has meant to me. I love Dr. Anachebe, and when I am thinking about trying to channel my best OBGYN self, I am always thinking about how to channel her. She has this beautiful flowing bob. She's always dressed just gorgeously, and she just flows into the room like Naomi Campbell or someone. And she has this bag. Even when she's dressed in scrubs, it looks like couture, and it's just so fabulous. And she's just such an amazing person. And her attitude is just always one of can-do and of encouragement and positivity. And that's what you need in a mentor. That's what you need in a teacher. That's what you need in a promoter. So if you don't have that in your life, look for it. Look for it. And it is totally okay to find someone that you admire, someone who has character and integrity, someone that you can see the results of their character and integrity in their life. So you can see them walking out the things they talk. I saw Dr. Anachebe walk out the things that she said. I saw her integrity. I saw her character in the way that she cared for patients, in the way that she taught her courses, in the way that she carried herself, in the way that she treated people. So that's what you're looking for in a mentor. I saw the way that she promoted me, the way that she spoke up for me. So that's what you're looking for in a promoter. I experienced firsthand the way that she showed me her warmth and her care and how she encouraged me. That's what you're looking for in an encourager. And those sorts of people are pivotal to your success. So I encourage you to find a mentor, a promoter, and an encourager. Maybe you won't find all these qualities in one person. Dr. Ngozi Anachebe is a rare breed, but you need those 3 people in your life to help you thrive and to become the success that you certainly will become. I'll catch you next time on a Thrive Thursday, Girl Gang. Peace.